back. We have returned. Well, you guys have returned from the field. And you guys have taken some observations. I want to start by asking you guys overall, so what makes a safe place in a storm event? What do you think? What do you think? Robert, do you want to answer that one?
How much space there is?
How much what?
How much space there is, like, available?
How much space is available? Yeah, because I mean, you want to fit people in there, right?
No.
Yeah, right. You don't want to. We're not going to try to pack the whole class into a broom closet,
No.
right? Because even if that broom closet might be the safest place, we can't all fit. So that creates its own hazard. Yeah, absolutely. How much space there is? What do you think? What do you get about you guys over here?
A place with less debris potentially.
Less debris potential? Yeah, for sure. Yeah, you want something that, you know, where there's not gonna be a lot of stuff flying around. Absolutely. Let's see here. How about this group back there? What about you guys?
An area that's more secluded. And,
What do you mean by that?
like, I guess tight areas. So like something doesn't like collapse or like
Oh, yeah.
there's like no like space where things could come in from the outside.
Yeah, so kind of, somewhere that is kind of away from those outside walls.
Yeah.
And in more of an interior space.
Right.
Okay, yeah, makes sense. What about you guys over here, this group? What do you think?
Like secure windows, so the storm doesn't come in.
Yeah, so like no windows, right?
Right.
Right, yeah. Yeah, so a place without windows, windowless classrooms, which there's a bunch of those, I don't know how they deal with that. I would not want a windowless classroom. Gotta have like sunlight and things. What else? What else? What else makes a secure space, do you think? What were you guys looking for when you were looking for a secure place on your map?
No,
Narrow
So
hallway.
empty rooms,
yeah, like,
narrow
no
narrow
hazards,
halls,
less hazards.
less hazards. What do you mean by that? Like, be a little bit more specific on
Not
that.
just
Dive
like
into
full
it.
of stuff, I guess.
Yeah,
Not near the electrical lab.
right. Maybe not near the electrical room. You don't want to. It's like, oh, this room looks great.
No.
Oh, that's an electrical room. Yeah, probably don't want to be in an electrical room
No.
during that. Yeah, that would be a bad deal.
Uh,
So I want you guys, let's kind of go around the room. And I want you guys to tell me some of the hazards that you found, even in your safe spots. Okay? Some of the actual specific hazards that you guys, so even in these places where you went, like, hey, there's a storm coming, I wanna go here, because this place is safe. I want you guys, let's go through some of the hazards that you found, even in those safe places. Let's see here, Rocky, do you want to give me one hazard that you saw?
the vending machines,
The vending machines? Yeah, why would that be a hazard, do you think?
cause they're heavy.
They are heavy, right? They're heavy, but they're not bolted to the ground, right?
Yeah.
They could move around.
Uh-huh.
What else do those vending machines have in them so you can see in? Glass, right? Yeah, so good, vending machines, I didn't even think about that one. Let's see here, Sakura, what about you? What was a hazard that you saw? Do you want me to come back to you?
Like, let's see. I just want to say like, water fountains or something like that.
Water fountains, yeah, for
Oh,
sure,
yeah.
for sure, right? You got water and electrical there,
Uh-huh.
that could be hazardous in a space that you, went to. Key, what about you? What was one of yours that you saw in your safe space?
A place with not as many lockers.
Place with not as many lockers? Would that be a hazard or is that a help? Do you think? What do you think about hazards in these places?
Like, lockers are like, you don't want to be hit by.
Okay, right, yeah, fair. So, what about you, Nolan?
maybe you want, like, maybe you have like the walls, they're,
Yeah. Why would the walls be a hazard, do you think?
cause like, I guess they could, it depends on if the storm could go through the wall and the storm could get you.
Right, right. Yeah, think about, what did that guy get hit by?
Like the brick.
Yeah, like a piece of a brick, like a cinder block, right? Which, these walls are made of cinder block, so could be. Uh-oh, yeah. Robbie's looking out the window now like, oh, does it look like storming to me? I don't know. Watching out for those. Kingston, what about you?
What would be a hazard, right?
Yeah, what would be a hazard even in that safe space?
Like tables or desks.
Yeah, especially, you know, if one of your places was one of those classrooms, right? The desks are still there, right? Mac, what about- Say what?
I said that cafeteria would not be.
No, the cafeteria would not be a safe place, especially.
Between yes and no.
Right, well, yeah, for sure, for sure. It could be somewhere in between, right? Probably the kitchen with all of its
Yeah.
knives and forks and stuff, probably not the place to be, right?
Yeah, the kitchen.
I wouldn't wanna be there, you know?
It would be food though.
I mean, that's true. If you do get stuck there, you have snacks. So there are benefits, maybe. I don't know. I mean, you might want to. I mean, I don't know. You catch a case of broccoli to the dome, it might be a bad deal. So, Mac, what about you? What were some hazards that you saw in your space?
Like the air conditioner in the rooms.
Hold on, say that again.
The air
Sorry.
conditioner unit that's like in the room, like.
Oh, the AC units? Yeah, the AC units for sure. Well, kinda couldn't see them, but you know that they're there, right? Yeah, so the AC units that are, up in the ceilings, right? And that's kind of spread around the building. MG, what about you?
The hazards
In your safe place.
in my safe space.
Your place, yes.
That's what.
It's both a place and a space, so it's a place,
That's
yes.
what.
Yeah.
There were, again, lights which have glass.
Yeah, for sure, the fluorescent lights have a lot of, like, glass, and they have other chemicals in them too.
Yeah.
That could be an issue, if you're exposed to a bunch of it.
Yeah, and like the random things on the ceiling.
Yeah, sprinkler systems and all sorts of other stuff, yeah. The tiles themselves, actually, yeah, absolutely.
Support bars that like hold them up.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe even the wiring that's in there.
Oh, for sure, yeah, the wiring that's in there, yeah, and that's all around the building, that's no matter where you go, really.
Yeah.
So yeah, that would be some of the hazards in y'all's safe places,
Especially with rain.
yeah, rain, hail, all that.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. I don't know, have y'all seen Final Destination?
Yeah.
Had this like, I just picturing the bars and like Final Destination scene played out in my head, and like, yikes. So yeah, Leonel, what about you?
I was gonna say like the hanging lights in like the main hallways, and that could like drop on somebody.
For sure, yeah, drop on somebody. Alexander, what about you? What did you find hazardous in your safe space? Electricity, yeah, I mean, electricity is all over the building, right? And it's on, essentially all over the building too. So yeah, good call on that. Kelsey, what about you? Lockers? Why lockers?
We chose the girls' locker.
Mhm.
So, lockers.
Oh, yeah, the girls' locker room, and that would be a good space, but yeah, the lockers would be a hazard there. Doors can fly open, they can fall off, all that sort of stuff. I guess you guys kinda named yours already. So, when you're looking at these places, even these safest places, the safest places that you guys identified, are they ever 100% safe?
Nope.
No.
Why not?
Because there's something like flies.
Anything? Yeah, go ahead, say it again.
Because there's something that can like fly off the wall and hit you.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, so really, and not to like be a bummer, but you know, nowhere is fully safe, right? So what do?
Try your best.
Try your best. You've gotta try your best. You've gotta do the best that you can in that situation, right? Is, in a case of emergency, is staying in this classroom the best thing to do?
No,
Is going out into the hallway slightly better?
Yeah.
yeah,
Is going out into hallway B slightly better than that?
yeah.
Yeah, right? So if we can only make it to hallway A, then that's what we can do. That's the best we can do, right? So we've done our best. We tried. If we can make it to hallway B, even better. If we can make it down to the basement in the gym, which I think a lot of you guys identified that as a space, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
If we can make it all the way down there, we might be a little bit better off. Even more better off, right? More better.
Yeah, but only on like the left side.
Right, not the outside side of it, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So this kind of rolls into the project that you guys are working on, where you guys are going to be creating a tornado protocol. Okay? So in other words, creating your best plan for the school. What's the best plan that we can have? What is the best plan that we can have? Right?
Just run.
Say what? Evacuate. We should just build a giant bunker under the school. Is that our best plan?
No.
That's an expensive plan. That is an expensive plan. It would save some lives, but I mean, you know, what's your cost? I mean, you know, school system doesn't like to spend a lot of money. Trust me. My paycheck shows that. Right. So you guys are gonna be doing that over the next couple days, taking and creating that tornado protocol. Well, really, it's severe weather protocol. So not just a tornado protocol, but a severe weather protocol. You guys are gonna be working in your groups to create that. And I will be giving you guys instructions on that tomorrow. Okay? Takeaways, any other takeaways that we have? Okay, very good, good job. Appreciate you guys. All right.